The call came at 2:47 p.m. A calm voice. Too calm. "Sir, your daughter's in the ICU. Multiple bruises, broken ribs." I didn't ask how. I just drove. By the time I reached the hospital, my hands were trembling so violently I couldn't unbuckle the seatbelt. The smell of antiseptic hit me first. Then I saw her, small, fragile, surrounded by machines. Tubes in places no child should need them. Her lips moved, barely sound. "Dad," she locked me in the closet. I leaned closer. "Who?" Her eyes flickered, terrified. "Stepmom," she said. "I deserved it." My heartbeat didn't race, it slowed. Every word she spoke slid into me like glass. The doctor asked if I wanted to call someone. I told him no. I sat there for hours, staring at the rise and fall of her chest. My wife, her stepmother, was at a retreat, she said. Some healing weekend. She'd texted earlier that morning, "Miss you both. Tell her I love her." Now my daughter lay broken, and that message felt like rot under my skin. When she came home 2 days later, she acted the part. Concerned, tearful. "Oh my God, what happened?" she gasped. The nurse explained what they suspected. I watched her face. Shock, fear, but not guilt. Not yet. I said nothing. Just placed a hand on her shoulder. She flinched slightly, like my touch burned her. That's when the first hairline crack appeared. The police asked for camera footage from the house. She volunteered to help, eager, overcompensating. But I had already logged in remotely the night before. There was no footage from the basement. Only one camera offline, the one facing the closet. That night, after the officers left, she came to bed in silence. I pretended to sleep. Her breathing was steady, too steady. I listened, waiting for guilt to shift her weight, make her move, but nothing. In the dark, I watched her silhouette. The woman who once smiled like she'd never hurt anyone. Now I wondered if I'd ever really known her at all. I started with small things. Phone logs, credit card statements, cloud backups. Patterns emerged. Days she wasn't where she said. Messages from someone named Jay. Coded. Handled it. No trace. She won't talk again. Not about another man. Something worse. The housekeeper mentioned she'd seen my wife carrying a box down to the basement last week. Said she looked nervous. That's where I found the lock. Metal twisted, but recently replaced. Inside the closet, faint scratches on the wall. Small ones, fingernail deep. My daughter's handwriting, carved into the paint. "Dad, please." My chest didn't tighten. My eyes didn't water. I simply stood there, letting silence press against me until I could barely breathe. The next morning, I requested full access to the home's deleted surveillance data. The technician said it would take a day to restore. I told him to take his time. That night, I kissed my daughter's forehead in her hospital bed and promised, "It's almost over." When the footage came, I watched it alone. Timestamp, Friday, 9:42 p.m. The basement door opened. My wife entered, dragging a small figure by the arm. My daughter, crying, pleading. No sound, but I didn't need it. I watched her shove the child inside, slam the door, lock it. Then, this part I'll never forget, she smiled. Took a photo through the crack. My body went still. Not angry, not horrified, just empty. I copied the video to a flash drive. Called Detective Hale, the one who'd handled my custody case years ago. Told him I had something he needed to see. When I handed her the flash drive later that night, I said only one thing. Watch it. Alone. Her face drained of color. "What is this?" I looked at her, calm. Proof. She called me hours later, sobbing. "Please, I was trying to discipline her. You don't understand." I didn't answer. The police arrived at dawn. I sat on the couch, coffee untouched. listening as they read her rights. She screamed my name once, sharp, desperate. I didn't move. When they dragged her past me, she tried to reach out. "You're destroying me!" I met her eyes for the last time. "No," I said quietly. "You did that yourself." The sound of the door closing behind her felt like an exhale I'd been holding for years. It's been 3 weeks. My daughter's recovering slowly. The nightmares come and go, but she sleeps beside me now. Sometimes she asks, "Is she gone forever?" And I tell her, yes. I don't feel hatred anymore. Not even relief. Just silence. The house feels cleaner, lighter. Every shadow has a name now. Last night, I deleted her contact from my phone. Not because I had to, because it finally meant nothing. People think vengeance is fire. It isn't. It's cold, precise. And when it's done right, it leaves nothing behind but quiet.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.